How many kamas does a level 200 lumberjack make in 2020? Hey guys, it's me once again, and we're already in the third to last video in the series. That's right, we only have lumberjack and miner left, but the last video will be a conclusion because not everyone may have seen everything, and you'd have to watch the last video to get the conclusion from all the previous ones, and that can be confusing, whatever. So there's gonna be a conclusion video. I have some ideas for how I'm gonna make that, so be prepared for that. And if you don't want to miss it at all, don't forget to subscribe. Only a small percentage of people actually watching this channel are subscribed, even though it's free and it helps me out a ton. It makes sure you don't miss out on any future content. You can also of course activate the bell if you don't want to miss anything and watch videos as soon as they go live. Thank you so much for everyone who's saying nice things in the comments, who's watching till the end, subscribing, all that stuff like that. I'm so eternally grateful for everything this community is giving me. It just makes me want to make more content and not ever stop. So alright, cheesy topics aside, today the topic is lumberjack. Now this one is a little trickier because there are so many areas and paths you can take. Of course that means that this is not going to be fully optimized because it's really hard to test it like on the fly. And of course don't forget to watch till the end if you want to see how much money it makes compared to the previous professions that we tested. Once again, it's time to answer life's most important questions. Actually, no, it's just about the lumberjack profession. So as you can see here, I'm in the eucalyptus forest in Koalak Mountain. We have a prism there, which is pretty cool and obviously helps out here. Although it doesn't really matter because there's eucalyptus wood everywhere around here. And as you can see, I'm just taking everything I can get. It's a bit more of a rare tree because you can only find them in this area. And the maximum you're gonna find on one map is 3, which is very rare already. Here I already left again because I didn't realize how valuable it was. And now next up, I'm heading to Pandala, because here there is the different types of bamboo, the dark one that I just ignored because it's really not worth anything. Then the holy bamboo to bamboo. The holy bamboo standing around a little rarer but a little taller as well. It's the tall ones if you don't already know. And of course the normal bamboo, there's a lot of that here. It's hard to avoid it really because there's that much of it. The holy bamboo is really worth quite a lot, and the normal bamboo is also kind of a meh thing. But I really just tried to find a good route here because there's so many spots, like I could walk here forever, that's how much there is here. But I do finish up here after a small route with as much holy bamboo as possible and move on to the next area. Now this area, many people don't really visit that often, though it has a lot of great trees and a high density of those at that. So this is the Kanya Cirque. There's saps right next to it, but of course I had a teleport prism to get here because that's just how I live my life. So the trees you can see here are the hazel trees, the cherry trees, bamboo wood, which is not worth much at all, so I mostly ignore it, and lastly the ebony wood, which you really only see in one spot of this area, which is gonna come up in just a second because it's in the bottom left corner of the map, and it's a great area to just run through because it's just a square. There's very little hindrances and you can just walk through and get all these trees. Especially the hazelwood is worth quite a bit of money, and that's about everything I'm gonna do in this area as well. So this is really where the interesting part of this video starts, because I realize that A, people harvest these trees that aren't me. I know, quite a big shocker. But also B, that they don't regrow as quick as other things in this game. So I'm having to resort to other methods of getting more valuable trees. So I looked at the map again and I saw that there's a lot of eucalyptus wood up north around the lake. And I took most of that with me, as you can see here, but I still leave out a lot, so you'll see me come back to that again later. And also here you could see me walk around Pantala aimlessly, not finding anything, going back to the eucalyptus forest and then giving up completely and searching for a new area, and this time that is the Stone Tusk Desert. You've seen it a lot in these videos already, but here I'm getting some bamboo wood as well because I'm desperate for money, as I just said. Yeah, there's a lot of ebony and cherry wood here. There's also some yew wood a little more south. Hazelwood is also something that is here in small quantities. Of course the millet and everything, oh it looks so tasty, but I can't take it with me. As you can see here, I'm pretty much just trying to bridge over time here until stuff regrows that I actually care about, because that area is not nearly as efficient as others. And again, I'm going over to the lovely forest made of eucalyptus trees. Now I was able to find some more trees again, you know, that just makes me happy. Seeing stuff that isn't harvested is just a great mood booster for the day. And what you can see here is this small experiment, because I'm like, hey, level 200 trees, that must be good, right? So I think about it and I go up here and I try to get some aspen wood, but I quickly realize for the amount you have to run to collect it, it's just worth nothing. It's so sad. You have this high level of wood, but it's basically worth nothing. And then there's this other wood in Sophoclia, and that one, well, you only get one per harvest, so you can forget about that being valuable too. By the way, if you were wondering why I wasn't in Sophoclia these past videos, that's why. All these resources only drop one per harvest, and it's just disgusting and a waste of time. Well, it's not a waste of time, but it's definitely not as efficient, just so you know. So again, I'm in the Kanya Cirque after being in the eucalyptus forest, and as you can see here, I'm trying to get some more stuff that has regrown over time. Not everything has, but I find some more ebony wood as well, and everything like that, a bit of everything. And next up, I wander around more. I believe next up I go to, no, I don't go to Bandala, I go to the eucalyptus, well, not the eucalyptus forest, but the breeder village area again, to get the last trees that I haven't yet harvested. So I just go around the breeder village in the wild Dragoturkey territory, and I collect as much as possible. I also just want to quickly say sorry that this time I'm not able to deliver a real legitimate farming route that you can repeat over and over. I'm not sure if this is partially due to other people's interfering, or if stuff really just doesn't regrow at the rate that I was trying to farm it. Either way, back on Pandala, we farm through some areas again, and we could go even further down, but I don't think I think of that. Thinking back on what I did there in the future from that moment that I'm watching right now. Confused yet? Because I sure as hell am. Anyway, so we're already 48 minutes in. This isn't gonna be exactly 1 hour. You're gonna see why that is in a second, but trust me, it's not gonna make too big of a difference at this point, especially. In a second you're gonna see how much money I actually made. You can now make guesses. Think about how much money I might have made with the stuff that I farmed. Oh wait, I keep opening my inventory. You probably saw it already, or saw how quick I was gaining KAMAS. Yeah, I keep looking at my inventory, I'm an idiot. Anyway, maybe it's too quick for you guys to notice, but I'm figuring it might not. Anyway, we're back in the Kanya Cirque area, like right now, fighting some more resource guardians and stuff like that. Very fun time with the family. This time I walked left immediately because I realized all the ebony wood is there, so I went to pick that up quickly. Also, small fact, I click all these elements in the right order, like all these trees and shit, by shift clicking. Someone just asked me that in Dofus, so just so everyone knows, that is how I do it. And yeah, we're pretty much done here, and we're gonna go back over to real time. Right, so here I am back after almost 1 hour. The issue that I faced right now was that my inventory got full, and I think that's one of the things that already speaks against this profession. So, we're at about 500 KK now, which if you haven't seen the last videos, I mean, why the fuck would you do that, right? I can't imagine you would ever not watch those videos, but if you did, all the other professions outperformed this one, and my inventory wasn't overfilled afterwards either. Of course, both ores and woods get sold way quicker because you actually need substrates and alloys to craft every type of set item, but still, it seems quite a little worse to just farm straight for 1 hour in itself. But that's something to discuss in another video. As you can see here though, I really like how much money eucalyptus wood gave, so I was like, hey, why not get a little bit of that? And you probably saw that, and I probably talked about it during the time lapse It's quite irritating how long some of the trees take to regrow. I mean, what the fuck, that's so unrealistic. Come on, 20 minutes for a tree to regrow should be like way quicker. So at least to me, it's really interesting to compare these professions on this level and see how much money you can really make with them. And I'm glad that I power leveled the professions to 200 just for this. Now this is the end of the video. I'll go ahead and put all the stuff I farmed into the cellar once again and enjoy the money. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more and to not miss any other videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.